Hello and welcome to my Learn to Play Freelancer series. Today we're taking a look at Rask, the tsundere kitty, hedgehog, beast thing. A tsundere, for all my non-anime inclined viewers, is generally defined as an individual who on the outside appears to hate you, yet secretly likes you. It's like, oh Lockwood-san, you're so cool and smart. Did you say something?
Be gone!
Rask is classified as a frontliner freelancer, meaning he excels at getting right into the action and drawing fire from the enemy team. He has a large health pool and his abilities aid in his survivability. However, true to his tsundere nature, it's important to get close, but not too close to the enemy team, as with focus, the enemy team can deplete your health quite quickly before you even get the chance to heal or mitigate incoming damage. Rask's primary ability, or one ability for you number-inclined few, is called Maul. Also known as the Pimp Slap, this ability is your bread and butter when you are up close and personal with the enemy team. It's got nearly 180 degree range, which means that you will most likely hit someone should they be in range of you. He does more damage the closer the enemy is to him, indicated by the smaller arc in his ability Telegraph. While not the greatest source of damage in the world, it's perfect for showing the enemy who's boss when they decide to stay near you. What'd you say about my mama? She doesn't exist and I'm simply the product of genetic engineering? Rask's 2 ability is called Upheaval and is the truest of tsundere moves. Are you feeling just a little uncomfortable with the enemy team being so close to you? Never fear, Upheaval is here. Upheaval forces the enemy away from your direction in a knockback. Not only does it force them away from you, but due to it being a knockback, it cancels their movement for that turn, priming them to be in the perfect spot for your team to take advantage of them, or to force a dash from them. And as I say, it's always better to knock back than to knock up. Anyway, Rask's 3rd ability is called Pain Train. It allows Rask to either leap into battle or leap into battle. Oh wait a second. You can use the escape if you're close to dying? Yeah, I don't see that information here. So anyway, Rask's dash allows him to get into battle and deal damage to everyone along his path. It's often a good idea to dash slightly past your enemies to get the damage in, but to avoid being publicly shamed when you're out of position. Rask's 4th ability is Augmented Regeneration, and it allows him to regenerate health should he really need it. This can be used as a free action and should be used, but only if you're below 60 health or you really need it. The reason for this is because you actually recover a total of 30 health over 2 turns when used below 60 health, rather than just 20. Not to mention you look like a total badass barely surviving, which is totally worth some style points. The ultimate ability is called Uncontrollable Rage. It's unique in that in addition to Rask gaining energy through his abilities, he can also passively gain energy when he's hit. Meaning if you play against him, you'll want to hurt him, but you shouldn't for fear of charging his ultimate up. The turn after Rask obtains full energy, he vomits all over the ground, dealing damage to his enemies. This goop persists the turn after as well, meaning that if enemies begin their turn in the vomit, they will take additional damage. Keep in mind the timing of this ult, however, as when Rask gets angry, he gets angry, and the activation of the ultimate is automatic. Disclaimer: Rask benefits from a few key mods and catalysts. On Rask's primary, I generally recommend taking the Energy Gain mod, not because it's particularly better than, say, the Slow, but because I'd rather use my mod points on other abilities and I ran out of them. Luckily, Rask only has 1 ability on his Upheaval. Wait, he has more abilities? Yeah, I didn't think so. Aftershock allows him to knock back all enemies in the Telegraph, which is way better than anything else he could take for this skill. Pain Train is kind of a throwaway mod here as well. I end up taking Mad Dash simply because I'm out of mod points, but if you want you can entirely remove the mod points from the skill and take the Slow on your primary. There's literally no reason not to take Shielding Factor on your heal, as the shield is essentially just more health. Easy skill, just take the shield and move on. As for the ultimate, you have a bit of a toss-up. All of the mods for Rask's ultimate are not particularly good. Rest in peace, Blood Rage. So your main choices are between Driving Rage and Controllable Fury. If you aren't confident in your positioning as Rask, I'd suggest taking Controllable Fury, or you can learn to position correctly and take Driving Rage. Catalysts are easy peasy. Take Turtle Tech for the extra mitigation. Your choice for either Shift or Fetter if you're feeling ballsy, though I'd personally take Shift, and then your choice of either Brain Juice or Second Wind. I personally go for Second Wind since Rask's ultimate also resets all of his cooldowns, but if you really want to zip around, Brain Juice is a good alternative. Rask can be deadly in the midst of a large group, however, don't take on a group by yourself. Proper teamwork is going to be the key to your survival. Play like you don't have a support. Yeah, supports are great and all, but if you're close to dying, heal or GTFO. Don't assume that you'll be fine with the support backing you up, because often enough if the enemy team focuses you, they can even outdamage the support's mitigation. Remember that you can right-click on enemies to follow them. There are very few times that you'll want to actively ignore this feature, and those times are usually when you're close to dying. Otherwise, you should be following key targets and trying to bully them away from your team. If your ultimate is going off, make sure you actively use your other cooldowns like your heal and dash. Your ultimate refreshes the cooldowns on all of your abilities, so not using them is a waste. And lastly, don't get tunnel vision. If you're chasing someone and your entire team is being focused, then abandon ship and get in there. Likewise, if your team is ahead going into the final turn, just run. There's no reason to put yourself into harm unnecessarily. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my Learn to Play Freelancer series. I put a lot of time into making these videos, so if you liked the video, please drop me a like and feel free to comment telling me what you liked about it or if you'd like to see more. If you're interested in checking out my other videos and videos like this one, click here to subscribe. Want to see my show live? You can watch it over here. And of course, if you're interested in checking out Atlas Reactor for yourself, you can download it here. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.